Right, we're back. That, hopefully, should have fixed the microphone in testing. It's still not the one I wanted it, but this one seems to be working the best. Alright, let's get back to running backwards and forwards. So apologies about that. And thanks to Owen Jake who hopped on to try and help out there. Literally don't know why I'm wearing this headset because the audio is coming through my TV. And I don't even think it's this microphone, but oh well. I do need to sort my office out. There is a lot of washing that needs to be put away there. And there are some toys that we're putting on eBay that I haven't put away in the correct boxes yet, but I will do. Maybe before Wednesday, we'll see. Right, more shinies. Alright, we'll give it another 40 minutes and then we'll go and do another loop. Let me just test the stream there. See if I can hear myself. Yeah, that's loads better. I should keep that on because I actually don't know if anyone's here. I'll just mute it. Right. Off we go again. So yeah, just in case somebody's jumped on this other VOD because the previous one had terrible sound. Honestly, thank you for checking it out. I am doing a Livindex, shiny Livindex under Professor Oak rules, so I can't move on to Z until I've to fix Zach at the taxi rank, to move up to the next rank until I've got everything I can in this area. And I can't move on to the next part of the mission, which is to go and get my ticket until I've caught an Abra, a Pidgey, a Weedle, and a Pichu. At first I was going to do the, I had to catch like the Livindex in every part before I moved on. But I just need to catch one of them and level them up, and then later on in the game, or as the game goes on, I can add the second evolution and first evolution. But I will want to play the DLC when that comes out. So that was why I've just slightly changed it. So as long as I get all of them, one of each leveled up, that's fine to move on. But by the end of the game, I do need to have the rest of the thing in a Livindex. Not that I'm confident I'll be able to do that by the 10th of December, but we'll carry it on afterwards once we've done the DLC, because it's just something I enjoy doing, and I've never done it on stream before. And I am releasing it on YouTube. The YouTube channel that I've actually got currently linked is to my wrestling content. I do need to link the Pokemon VODs, which is just Geordie Stew VODs. But that is where you can go back without going through the previous VOD and finding me catch the Flabébé Bear right at the end of the stream when I was winding down, telling everyone that I'd probably be on Wednesday, but here it is Monday and I'm on. Got a couple of hours before I've got to go and get the kids from their after school club activities. And then Wednesday's the same. And then it's probably Monday and Wednesday next week for a few hours here and there. I tend not to play this one in the when I'm not streaming. So this will just be for the stream for people who want to watch, or if you just want to catch up, you can do so via the VODs if they're, because I will clip the bits, or you can find me on YouTube, which again after this stream I'm going to go and link the other channel. I don't think they look shiny. No. We can't catch them two anyway, until later on. There's no way for me to get up there. I think the boxes appear possibly after we beat Zach. In that bottom corner there, so you can climb up. I do actually need to see what time of day it is. I'm gonna have to make that smaller because it's covering. There we go. Still got a couple of hours. Really hoping to get that Abra today, but very much doubt it. Even a Fletchling would be nice. I know the Pidgey's very unlikely. What was your first ever Pokemon game then? When did everyone start playing it? I had the original Pokemon. I think I had Pokemon Red because it did have Charmander on it, and I got it when I was on holiday in the Canary Islands. It was either Tenerife or Gran Canaria, and I don't remember which. And I got it off some market salesman. So yeah, I got a Game Boy Color and a copy of Pokemon Red, and I believe the anime had just hit the UK, so it had only been out a while. And I just remember being terrible and going through a lot of batteries that holiday and when I got back. Don't actually know what happened to it. And then after that, I remember getting an I can remember playing Pokemon Gold, which had part English. Like they'd done part of the text to English, and I can remember playing through and that being really confused about what Pokemon I was seeing. Because again, I can't remember if he'd gone to. I don't know if he was just on the Orange Islands on the anime, and then I don't remember playing a lot of Pokemon other than maybe on my phone, where you could get on Android phones. You could play versions, and I can't remember which ones they were. It was probably like Emerald and Sapphire. So again, just sporadic. And then I got a 3DS and a copy of Pokemon Sun. And then I was hooked, and ever since then, I think I've played through and completed all the Pokedexes, and then I've gone back and got copies of the games that I hadn't played. But the ones that I got from in the UK, there's a game store called CEX, and they've got second-hand. You can buy the games second-hand, and a lot of them had obviously got game hack software, because nearly every Pokemon is shiny. So I just continued their save and got to the end of the game, and I haven't quite. I might do a YouTube video one day on them, just to go through and see what all the shinies they had. And obviously, if they just started the game on some of them, and they just had a few Pokemon, I just started my own save. So I got a copy. I think I've got a copy of Pokemon X and Y. And on X, I think he was called Jordan, and he had about 13 shinies, and he was only part way through the game. So I kept that one, and I went on to complete it. And then the Y version, I think they just started the game, had about 3 Pokemon, so I just made my own save and completed it. And then there's a copy of I've got a copy of Soul Silver. I don't have the little Boca Walker thing you got with it though. But I know that costs like over £100 to buy now. But I was giving it off a friend who had 2 copies. So I was very lucky there. I haven't got Heart Gold. I think that's the only one I actually don't have. But like I said, it's very expensive. It's hard to come across, and there's a lot of people sell them online, and they're not full like official copies. So I've got a couple. I think I've got it where it's not an official copy, but it does crash the game if you go to try to do certain parts of the game. So yeah. And I've got Red, Blue and Crystal on the 3DS, but as the downloaded ones. I think I've got a copy of Yellow as well. On there I don't actually have them in the physical copy, but everything else I've got like the physical copies of. Right, how much longer? The thing is, I move one thing and it covers another thing. There we go. Right, it's time to go and check everything. Right, let's go and check, see what we've got. I can check from up here. I know the Abra's not shiny. I'm not climbing up because it would have done the noise from down there. I think I keep saying it, but I've caught it on the full playthrough that I've done when I've got the shiny charm, and you just have to be at the bottom of there. Same with the Flabébé, you don't need to go up the ladder. You can hear it from the bottom. None of these are shiny. Well, I wasn't expecting them to be, because I haven't reset the area constantly. It's just from this run through. They're not shiny. There's usually a little yellow sparkly object there, and it usually gives you candies. Won't let me go down there to get them. That's evil. Evil. And I'm not sure me running down here along here will refresh anything at the top. No. So we've got the Kakuna, there's two Bunnelby down there. Again, I don't know if they spawn. They look like they're a sort of NPC Pokemon that are just sat there. So I don't know if they can be shiny. I don't know if anyone's experienced that. They can let me know. But yeah, I didn't really need to run up there because I knew from the bottom of the ladder that that wasn't shiny. Anyway, back up the top, let's run again. We'll set another... come back down at 30 minutes. Hi to everyone, if you are just listening along, do join in with the chat, I really appreciate it. It gives me something to contribute to, other than just talking about myself, which isn't that exciting. Yeah, the only, when we do introductions to new staff at work and you've got to talk, like one of the icebreakers is tell me something interesting about yourself. And then the only sort of half interesting thing is I used to do professional wrestling in the UK. Not to any great extent. I worked for like 3 wrestling promotions, 2 of them up in the northeast and then one of them in the Midlands, called Pro Wrestling View, which is a great wrestling promotion. If you're interested in that sort of thing, I'd recommend check them out. And my wrestling name was actually the same name as my YouTube channel and my Twitch stream, Geordie Stew. So yeah, if you want to go and see me wrestle, I'm on YouTube. Wrestling for Pro Wrestling View. But yeah, that'll obviously interest some people, and then some people will just be like, yeah, I'm not interested in wrestling, which is cool. I've seen some images from Gen 10. I don't know if they're official or like concepts from Gen 10, but it looks like you're going to have a lot of different ways of riding Pokemon. I've seen someone on Gyarados' back going across water, that just flying on different Pokemon, just being able to get around. Because because apparently it's like all different islands, isn't it? Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm more excited about Gen 10 than the DLC. But then, because of Pokemon Legends Arceus, I was really excited about this one until I heard loads of people saying, oh well, it's just in the city, it's going to get boring. Which it didn't. I really enjoyed this game. Yeah, it didn't get boring at all. Like, if I was just stood staring at that building, critiquing that building, because it's just a flat surface, then yeah. Didn't realise there was a screw up there. I don't know if I've got that one. But yeah, I'm in the people who really enjoyed the game. So as much as the DLC, I love that there's going to be more Pokemon added. There's going to be more Megas added. I actually do enjoy playing the online game. Like, the first time I got through up to rank A, and I was disappointed in the rewards, but apparently they're much better now. But I've only got up to rank... I think it's rank O this time. But yeah, I might play some of that on stream. Maybe it's just a few matches. I don't know if it'll be today, but maybe it's on one of the other streams, just to mix it up a bit. I've actually done quite well. I'm usually second or first. I think I've only been last once in 4th place. But yeah, generally most of the time first or second. Get a few snipe kills in there, and then just target the ones that you know you're going to be strong against. Just last night I was playing through on my actual fully completed save, and I just kept running around the outer the path bit with inside Wilds on 20. I don't like, as you can tell, I'd rather run around and do it this way than just keep flying to the same area or sitting on a bench. I agree with some of the other people that I don't get any benefit out of it, and I don't think it adds to, especially if you're recording online, just watching someone just fly to a location. At least this is something. So, forget the point I was making. There probably just wasn't. But oh, yeah, so I was walking around the Wilds on 20 looking for shiny Pokemon. I got a shiny Gardevoir, but then I got an Alpha Bulbasaur, and an Alpha Squirtle, and an Alpha Charmander. So maybe when I do that stream on my other Switch too, I will use those 3 in the battles, because I've already Eevee and Ivy trained them up. I haven't hyper trained them. I think I've got enough bottle caps to do that, but I don't think it's really needed. But I think if you can use legendaries at the minute, then maybe it might be. Yeah, I've got a living dex, a normal living dex on my other save, on the other Switch too, so a shiny one would be nice. And then the dream over time is to actually get into Pokemon Home with every Pokemon on there and have them in bloody order. A normal living dex and a shiny living dex. 5 more minutes, and then we'll go and do the run around and see if we get super duper lucky. No shinies on stream yet today. As I tried to explain earlier, I'm doing a shiny living dex, but in the form of Professor Oak style, so I have to at least catch one version. So if I've got to catch an Abra and get it up to Kadabra, because there's no way of trading it. I will be doing trades with my own Switch and trading it back. I can't trust anyone online. I don't know of anyone who would give me back a shiny Kadabra or a shiny Alakazam. They'd probably just turn off and keep it themselves, especially if I'm going to use it in competitive. So I train it up as well, so yeah, I'll just trade it with my other Switch. I'm probably going to get another Bunnelby before I get a Fletchling. And other streamers I've watched, they've got like multiple. Oh man, I fell off. They've got like multiple of the Fletchling. I haven't even got one yet. I got Flabébia before I got Fletchling. Although I think they did it. They've done different runs along the back end there, which gives you more chance of getting Fletchlings, where I'm only kind of triggering that one. The light isn't actually that bad on that camera. I've made it smaller because so you see more of the screen. Because nobody really wants to look. Somebody asked for my camera on the other day. I'm like, why? Why would you want to see me? In my messy office. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get, because if I don't get the Pidgey here, which I very much doubt, then there's 2 over the other side. But I don't know if running around on the floor affects the top of the roof. I know people who've AFK'd the 3rd wild zone, and then outside of that area on some of the roofs they've found shines, but I don't know if that's because of them refreshing and then that means it does respawn eventually shiny, or if it's just from them running past and they've been lucky. And yeah, I know that I've seen people walking around on the floor and then they've heard the shiny noise and it's above them, but then does the shiny noise kick in if you're above them and they're on the floor? Like, when that Bunnelby, it was that one there, was shiny. I don't remember, but when I was running around up here, I didn't hear it go off. I just went there and I could see the ears at the top were a different colour. Share the pain. What's that shadow for? Oh, the Pidgey's back. It's not shiny. No, we haven't got any. We got any better moves? I'm sure Leah's probably a good move to have, but if I'm just going to spam, especially at this level, if I'm just going to spam attacks, it's probably just the same. Right, let's put Flabébé away. Let's just go up the top here. No, it's definitely not. I don't know why I did it, because I know that the noise happens from the bottom of the ladder, because I've done it. Right, it's time to go and look about. Look about. Sorry, there's some weird Geordie lingo comes out. I haven't lived there for God, since like 2011 now, but my accent is changing to the point where if I go up there, my family are like, "Oh, why are you talking like a dick?" And then down here, people are like, "Are you from the northeast or are you from Yorkshire?" So it's as if my accent's slowly travelling down the country to catch up with me. Because I live in the Midlands now. Right. Right, no shinies. No. Sorry, Mr. Pitchy, we'll take that off, yeah. Yeah, I think I mentioned in the earlier VOD that probably nobody heard because of the sound being very poor. What's annoying is I had more people come in and check the stream, but obviously didn't chat other than to tell me that the sound was poor on that one than this one, where the sound is actually working. But anyway, yeah, my son's, I think he keeps changing his favourite every now and then. First he wanted Charizard, he wanted Pikachu, then he wanted Raichu, then he wanted to train his Pikachu up again, so he kept swapping between them. Then now it's Pidgey, he's got a Pidgeot, and now he's got Mega Pidgeot, he's obsessing with that. And then he started another save on the Switch 1, because my daughter started a save and picked Tepig, and he picked Totodile in his first playthrough. And because she's got a Tepig, he started another save on Switch 1 with Tepig as a starter. And he's trying to get to the point where he can trade it into his other game, so he's got both the starters from the start. I might just do that, a quick playthrough with the starters and try and keep them low level. I remember doing that in Sun and Moon. Doing it like, even though it was so annoying to go through the start of the game because of that cutscene right at the beginning, which is about 3 hours long. I did that, guys. I did that to play through the game with all the starters at the start. So, yeah. I might do that for a fun playthrough one day. Probably when this is done. Because it does make my son sad that the other two are there not being used. But I did tell him that his rival does use them, so. But when he was in the hotel and they were just sat there with your bag, he was really sad. He was like, "Can I not take them?" I was like, "No, the game won't let you." I keep getting a message, "Why don't you use tags to try and share more to more people?" I don't know what tags to use. Give me some examples. It already links to the game. Oh, I didn't check to see if... Oh, well, we fell off. To see if it's spawned one of those as a shiny up there. actually. It doesn't look like it. No. Yep, fell off. Trying to do too many things at once. 10 more minutes, then we'll do another check. Oh, the Pidgey's back. Hope if anyone pops in or watches this back and you're shiny hunting, you have better shiny luck. Although, technically, I haven't run any of this since the end of the last stream, so I deserve another 4,000 runs back and forth at least, or 4,600 before I find something. So I can't really complain. First stream I got 2 shinies. One will be just before I went live, which was annoying. I should have just started the stream and caught it, but I didn't. And then that was, I'd hardly done anything. I think I was just playing the tutorial, and then I ran up here for like 3 or 4 backs and forths, and then checked it, and there it was. Yeah, my team lost at the weekend. Obviously, I don't know if anyone guessed, especially from the UK, you probably did. Geordie Stew support Newcastle United. We got battered off Brentford, so that sucked. Been hit and miss this season. We've been terrible away from home. I remember we always used to lose in London. I think we went on a like 23 game losing streak in London, then we beat Crystal Palace 1-0. And that was in the, I think that was in the late 90s. Maybe the early 2000s. That's right guys, I am really old. But I'm at the point where I've worked with people that long that I assume, unless they look really young, I just assume everyone's my age. Like, my hairdresser came the other day, and again, me just assuming, yeah, she's probably about my age. She's not, she's about 9 years older than me. Does anyone else do that in their workplace? Just you get to the point where you've worked that long, you just assume that most people are your age. I'm starting to look my age now though. For years everyone always thought I was in my 20s. I used to get ID'd. I got ID'd at 32, which is mental. But now I'm starting to look it. I don't want to blame having kids, but it is probably that. But yeah, work was starting to catch up with me as well. I did people management for like 12 years. And there was a lot of admin. It was getting to the point. I felt like I was doing 3 different jobs, and trying not to take other people's issues home with you. It's really tough. So I took a 9 grand pay cut, but the hours are so much better. I'm not working here, there, and everywhere. Obviously, I get less time to stream now, but it is what it is. I'm happier. Well, we've just fell off, haven't we? I need my setup better. Maybe I should have the little monitor here and everything else on the big monitor. But yeah, I need, well, unless I get a monitor above there. I don't think I could pull off red trainers in real life. I've had grey trainers. Usually I get white. Black's probably the second most. I don't think I've ever had red trainers. Yeah, I've always wanted, like, when I get dressed up and like suit and tie and stuff, I've always wanted brown shoes, but I never buy them because I always think, yeah, you can't pull them off. You need a certain like level of cool to pull off that, and I don't think I've got any level of cool. So yeah, I just stick to black shoes. I don't think I could pull that hat off either. I don't feel like I look cool in hats. There's some people who suit hats and you're like, yeah, that guy could, or that girl could wear any hat. I'm not that person. I always feel weird with them. Although my son took his cap off because it was too warm one day, and I had nothing else to do but to put it on my head, so I put it to its max and stuck it on my head, and it was a Toy Story cap. I did feel like I rocked that one pretty well. Nope. How long till we go and check next? We've got 3 minutes. It's brew time. To all the shiny hunters, let's crack on. I keep saying to myself, yeah, why don't you just pop down to the Pokemon Center after your next do you check? But I'll forget. So if there's anyone in the chat can remind me next time after I've checked the Flabébé and I'm running back, just pop down to the Pokemon Center. Oh god, I knew that was going to happen. See, the other way is easier to run because you don't have to do that awkward run, but I like to have a nosy at the Fletchling because I'll break the cycle if I've done the run and I've got 15 minutes to do and I quickly check after doing a few back and forths and that Fletchling's a shiny, I'm gonna nip down and get it. What's the point in waiting? Right, we're nearly at 2 o'clock UK time. At around 3:45 I've got to log off because that's when I've got to go and get the kids, so that will be, we've got another hour and 45 minutes. Will we get a shiny? I'm going to stay optimistic and say yes. Don't know what it'll be. I don't care really. I take anything. Even if it was another Flabébé or another Bunnelby, because it all adds to the living dex. At this point. Back start to hurt. Oh, I've rolled off again. nearly rolled back off camera. Binge watching Superstar. I think it's called Superstar. It's an American program. I think it's stopped now. But yeah, we watched it like a year or two ago, and then we're going through it again. It's quite funny. And they all work at a place called Cloud9. But yeah, what are you guys binge watching at the minute? Is there anything that's worth me going out of my way to watch? I did watch The Traitors. Yeah. I've never watched it in full before. I've caught bits of it in the past, but I was quite hooked on this one. The last episode was really good. I was shocked. I expected them to get to catch them all, but oh well. It was a good twist at the end. Wow, that fairy wind's getting stronger every time I whack it. Yeah, the kids are obsessed with asking Alexa to do different types of farts. You should ask Alexa to do, I don't know, think of a type of fart, like a squeaky fart, or a loud fart. My son keeps asking for a pepper fart. I don't know what that would do, but Alexa does different ones. And then you can ask for specific people's names, what type of farts they would do. And then she gives you like a description. So like silent and deadly, and then does the example of it, but it's one of the main uses of Alexa for us at the minute. What time are we on? Has it disappeared again? Yeah, because I've got the mouse over that bit so I can see the time. We've gone over. Why didn't you remind me? I will try and remember to go. I will try and remember to go to the Pokemon Center. Right. Not shiny, not shiny. While I'm doing this anyway, if anyone could drop me a follow on Twitch or a like and a subscribe on Facebook, that would be absolutely amazing. I would really appreciate that. Let's go and check the Flabébé. I'm not going to... we can... the Kakuna, I'm sure they would. Yeah, I know the Flabébé's not. I don't know why I've gone up the ladder. You would hear the noise because I heard it last time at the bottom of the ladder. But I didn't check Pichu. I don't remember that dude. What's he looking at? Just peeping Tom, he just stares into windows. Yeah, it's not shiny, is it? No. Right. When I say Pokemon, you say center. Pokemon. Pokemon. And I know the Marie, they don't, they're shiny locked until you do the specific task where you find a shiny Mareep, so there's no point in trying to do that. Have I been wasting Pokeballs? I've never talked. Usually I used to go through and I used to try and talk to every NPC in the game. And I didn't do it this time. I just went through the story as quickly as possible. Does anyone else do that? Do you talk to all the NPCs? See what I don't think we need any Pokeballs. It's going to be very rare we use them at this point. Yeah, we've got 17. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's... There, 40 will do. Yeah, when you get further into the game, there's a Weedle appears down there. Why isn't it there now? Right. We run back and forth. Then we kill Pidgey. It is nice hearing the little shiny noise when you're you've chucked your Pokemon out. I don't think I've got any, we got another candy. Yeah, I remember playing a lot of Scarlet Violet at the beginning. And actually the issues, they didn't really bother me. Like, I must have... I never had any weird stuff happen. Like, I've seen some things online where, like, NPCs went all crazy and then people were dropping off the bottom of the map. That never happened to me. I have since played it on the Switch 2 update, and that it would have been nicer to play through on that, but I played through it like 3 or 4 times originally, so I'm not ready to replay it yet. Maybe sometime in the future. If the Legends Galar rumour, but then the replays of Black and White would have interested me, replays of Gold and Silver, like in the new art style, they all interested me and they didn't happen, so if it's just a rumour. But the thought of going through Galar again, because they never did a second version of it. Like at Sun and Moon you got Ultra Sun and Moon. But Sword and Shield, I suppose we got the DLC, which was really good. But yeah, playing a Legends version of that, especially if you go back to and you play it back in the past, and it's around the time of the where the I can't remember what it's called now, but the story happens where the hero comes and has to save the land. It would be good to go back and play around that era, and you get your similar Pokeballs to what you had in Legends Arceus. That would be cool. But like I say, I do like this modern one, so even though it is just in the city, if the DLC would have took us outside the city, though, that would have been super cool. It would have been nice to explore somewhere else. But yeah, I guess the limitations on the Switch one, which I can't really complain. We were playing through it the other day, and it's not really that noticeable. Like the odd lull in time, but compared to what Scarlet and Violet had, it was nothing. So yeah, if Gen 10, be interested to see if they have to scale down the buildings again, or whether they'll be all fleshed out. But I'd rather have better gameplay than graphics, because Nintendo are never really more. They're more about the gameplay than the graphics. They always have been. Yeah, I play text-based simulators as well, so graphics don't mean a lot to me. Right, what time are we on? Right, we've got another minute or so. A couple more backs and forths, and then we will go and do another check. But the ones I can see doesn't look good, and Abra, I haven't heard any shiny noise. Right, let's go. Will it be shiny, guys? Yes or no? No. 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 But to be honest, I haven't done a lot of if I come across them in the past, then I would catch them, whereas I don't know what a lot of the shinies look like. I don't really look it up. So we'll be mostly doing our listening for the noise, and then yeah, that's not shiny. And the Abra's not, even though it's only a slightly paler version of colour. I do prefer the ones that are like really different in colour. Look at these little Stardust drops or whatever they're called. Pichu looks to be non-shiny. No. Yeah, I don't know what run I'm going to do in order to reset that Pidgey and this one up here. I don't want it to be just going in and out of that door, but if that's the only options we have, it might be what we have to do. Right, let's go back up. Never noticed the goat on the bin before. Oh yeah, it's brew time. Here's to all the shiny hunters out there. Should we check the unattainable at this time fletchlings? No shinies. Cool, carry on. Yeah, I haven't done any of the duplicating of Pokemon or items that I'm sure I've heard a rumour of that there was in this game. But I remember doing it on Diamond and Pearl. I ended up with like 7 Dialga and Palkia and about, I can't remember what other Pokemon I did, but it was just doing it to get loads of Master Balls, and then I didn't end up using them because I'd already completed the game, so it was pointless. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, they're all just sat within the game. And then I think there was one in Sword and Shield. Not Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet. Something to do with a tree. But I can't remember. I remember doing it once or twice just to see if it worked. But then they quickly patched that out, so yeah. But yeah, I didn't play the original Diamond and Pearl until the Diamond and Pearl remakes were getting made. So I don't think I had any hate for it at all. Yeah, I need to do like this. I tend to when I do play through, I tend to go with a similar like Pokemon that I'm used to, and not. I need to use Pokemon that I don't use. I'm going to make a list of Pokemon that I've either never used or like have used for a short period of time, and then do a playthrough using like going off the list, and then maybe go through all games and just use those Pokemon, even if they're not to particular. Like I probably wouldn't use Unknown because I know Unknown's terrible, but yeah, like Chikorita, like all the starters I'll use at some point, because when I've played through it I'll just pick a different starter. So, and generally I keep my starter through the game. But yeah, like my playthrough this time, I got a Gyarados, I got a Charizard. For most of my playthrough, I had my Totodile. I've always liked Garchomp, so I ended up with a Garchomp. And then when I got the Mega version, the Alpha versions, I swatched for them. Who else did I use on my playthrough? I did have a Talonflame for a long time. Yeah, then I used the legendaries until I got them level 100 in the IVs and EVs. Oh, that's another Pokemon my son likes. He likes Onix. I think he just watched the episode of the anime where Pikachu had to fight Brock, which I haven't watched for years. But yeah, and then he just decided, even though Pikachu beat Onix, he decided that he really liked him. I need to get him to watch the anime they made where it's like the video game version where you watch Red playthrough. And there's like 4 episodes, but I can't remember what it's called. But I bought it on YouTube years ago, so I've got it on my list. So I'll have to have him watch that. We're halfway through this one, then we'll go and check again. Another 6.5, 7 minutes. The Pidgey's due back any second. Yeah, from watching other people hunt this bit, once they've got Flabébé and they just do Abra, they only run from here and then go back to the end just to here. But I might as well keep going until I get Fletchling, and then I only have to do this back bit. But then there's I assume there's only a chance of getting maybe the Fletchling, the Pidgey. Maybe that's what I should be doing, but I'm not sure whether the Fletchling's within that zone. I'm only running from here. Could be, because he's despawned there. There, he's disappeared there. So yeah, he should do. Again, this is going off what other people are doing. Hey mate, I'm good. Sorry, I didn't see you message there. He probably's already left. I got in my own little zone there. Sorry. Oh, no, you're there. You been playing this game? Oh, there's a Pidgey. Or is that the one from the other side? I don't know, unless it followed me. So yeah, I'm doing a Professor Oak shiny hunt. So I can't move on until I get all the shiny Pokemon. And then eventually I'm going to turn it into a shiny Living-Dex. That was the plan until the DLC dropped, and then it's coming out on the 10th of December. So yeah, the game is pretty cool. Have you not played this game before? Are you even into Pokemon, or have you just not got this one? If you're not sure what I'm doing, I am just running backwards and forwards along this spot to try and respawn certain Pokemon, so they could be rare. Today I've been playing it for about 2 hours, and 11 hours and 19 minutes I've been playing the actual game from start to finish over the 2 streams. That I've done, well, 3 streams, because I had to cut one off earlier because the sound stopped working. Or wasn't working from the start. I should have tested it, but I was an eager beaver. Do you play Pokemon games? Yeah, I really like this game. I was a bit... When I first heard that we'd just be stuck in one city, I was a bit concerned. But when I've played through it, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, even the graphics, I know they're not the greatest, but like, that's never bothered me with any game. Oh, you play... my daughter plays Roblox. She plays Dress to Impress, and then there's this Labubu game she plays. My son got into Minecraft, but he's only 6, so he's gone through spells of where he I don't know how he got into Minecraft, because I've heard of it and I've watched people on YouTube and stuff. But his friends must have told him about it, and then I bought him it because it was like £20. And he played it for a little bit, but I think it's a bit too complex for him at the minute. Then my daughter got it because she could play the Hello Kitty version, because some YouTubers play the Hello Kitty version, and she's really girly. Yeah, I only got married. I've been with my partner since 2005, and then we only got married a couple of weeks ago, so there we go. Yeah, we didn't want a big wedding or anything like that. It was just us 2 and the kids, and it was meant to be 2 strangers. But then I got anxious that what if there was no one there to be our witnesses, because you have to have 2 witnesses over 18. So we just invited, and my family live like 166 miles north of us, and they work full time, so they would have found it hard to make it. So that some of Diane's family came, so it was fine. So I have a very limited, like, I've tried like different simulator games. So I've played when you make your own supermarket, and then the one where you like do your own restaurant chain. But mostly I play Pokemon games. Harry Potter, I was playing Hogwarts Legacy for a bit, and then wrestling is my sort of other passion. I usually play wrestling simulator games. Yeah. We play like family games as well, so like Mario Kart, Mario Party, like mainly Mario games. Yeah, Mario Wonder we play. But yeah, I kind of just stay limited to what I play. Yeah, no probs. See you in a bit. Right, what time are we on? It's time to go and do a check. See if any of the shiny Pokemon are there. Right. I'll go up, but I really hope I don't. Yeah, it's not shiny. I really hope that doesn't disappear now. No shinies there. No shinies there. Gotta check the Pichu. Nope, that's not shiny. Nope. Check the Flabébé and the Cocoonut. Right, it's not shiny because they hear the noise from down the bottom of the ladder. The Abra's still there. We're good to go. Let's go back and try again. I wonder why they just stuck a taxi in the middle of a wild zone. And like, how do you open the gate from inside a car to get out? Anyway. Yeah, still no shinies in the stream. Fingers crossed though, we've got, let's have a look, how long we got left? We've got about an hour and 15. Right. See if there's any luck on the fletchling. No. Still just the 2 shinies so far. We gotta put in the work. I wonder how many shinies everyone else has. I do have like 6 on the completed version that I've got, but I haven't actually shiny hunted all that much. I've checked out some of these routes to see what's best to do. And then, like I said earlier, I'll run around Area 20. But I found a few alphas, some of the starter Pokemon, which was cool. I do like to play the online battle and thing to get the Mega Stones, but also just it was kind of fun. It was a shame the first season the rewards weren't good, but apparently they're loads better. And from what I've played, I've got to rank 4. Those are loads better. I do appreciate anyone who's following along, even if you're not chatting. If you do drop me a follow and you want to see how I progress with this, I should be streaming a little bit on Wednesday. It'll be most Wednesdays, and then usually it's like a Monday or a Friday I can do a couple of hours. But I will let you know stream to stream. I've got a YouTube channel. The one that's linked is to my wrestling content, but I will change the one for the Pokemon content. It's Geordie Stew VODs, or the Pokemon one. There is just the Baby Shiny on there. I do download all the VODs and I will edit them at some point and get them up on YouTube as well, just in case anyone's interested. But yeah, any follow, any like, any subscribe, that would be amazing. But yeah, we fell down. We're back up. But yeah, if you are watching on YouTube or you're in chat, let me know how far you are in this game, how many shinies you've got. If you're looking forward to the DLC, let's just get chatting. Let's get it going. Send me any shiny luck. I need it. I streamed last Wednesday and I'd got 2 shinies by now. Today we've got 0. We're next gonna do the check. What was that? Was that a text pop-up? That was weird. Yeah. That character's talking to us, even though they're not looking at us, and we're up in the heavens, so to speak, on the rooftops. Right, 5 more minutes, 4 more minutes even, and then we'll go and check. Fingers crossed we get a shiny. But yeah, we're about 11.5 hours in to this game. About 2 hours into this stream. 2 shinies overall, but only 1 today. Just got described as a limited gamer in chat. Took that offence. I know what they meant though. Oh, I think I do. I think they meant that I only play certain amount of games. But I do play those games quite a lot. Not that I am limited in a game, which it might be true as well, but when someone says it, it's a bit... I'll have you know I'm a Pokemon master. I've won every Pokemon game I've played. Not long now, and we'll go and check to see if there's any more shinies. But yeah, guys, anyone watching, please let me know in the chat how far you're into this game. You look forward to the DLC. How many shinies have you got? Am I mental for doing a living dex? Oh, let's kill the Pidgey. Not kill it, sorry, knock it out. Let's fill up on those speedy bees. I love it though that you can go to the Rust Center and speak to that NPC and she will clear them for you, so you can just start from scratch. Is anyone watching along at work? Because I tend to do that. While I'm working, I'll have someone playing Twitch. And I can't really chat because I'm at work, but I do just like to watch and well, watch when I can, but mostly listen. So you'll probably hear me just babbling on through this, because just in case that somebody is doing that. Now, if I asked what is your favourite Pokemon of all time, you have to pick one. Which one would it be? And my all-time favourite, it is because of the anime, is Charizard. Even though he was, he didn't used to listen to Ash and stuff like that, but yeah, if there's ever a chance to get a Charizard in the game, I always get it. And I've played through this game 3 times, so this will be the 4th. And every time I've picked Charizard, even when I had a Tepig, I still picked Charizard. He's not even the best, but he just, yeah, I would always pick him. I do this a lot because I'm a massive wrestling fan, and like I said earlier, I used to be a pro wrestler in the UK, not to any big extent, like I said earlier, but I kind of can relate everything to wrestling, and like Pokemon, like when like I'll take my son and me as an example. When I was growing up, Pikachu was my favourite, and he's my son's favourite, and he went to a party the other day with his 6-year-old friends, and a lot of them had their faces painted like Pikachu. And then, like in wrestling terms, a lot of people were John Cena fans. And up until he returned, a lot of people grew up and then didn't like John Cena anymore. But now, because he's on his last run, they all do seem to like him again. The ones that had grown up because of the nostalgia. But yeah, a lot of people grow up and then they don't tend to have Pikachu as their favourite anymore. So yeah, if you do stick around for any of my streams, and I do sort of reference things to wrestling, me and my my friend who used to be the promoter, who I used to work with as well, we always had this thing where we talk about everything relates to wrestling. There'll be a day eventually where I get someone who comes in who just enjoys chatting, because at the minute I always feel like it's just people who want to try and sell me something or me to use their artwork. And I mentioned that on the last stream. I don't know if anyone watches the last VOD, but I had 2 people talking to me, and then as soon as I said, oh, usually the people who are talking to me are trying to sell me something or get me to look at their artwork, and then they stopped talking and disappeared. And so I was like, oh. So I don't know if that was the case, but yeah, I think it might have happened again today. We'll see. I might be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Right. It's yeah, I've been waffling for over 3 minutes, more than I should have been. It's time to go and check, guys. Fingers crossed. I'll go and check the other Pidgey and the Weedle at the top. They're not shiny. No shinies. Oh, I'll take that though. Did I even kill it? Yeah, I did. Nope. Nope. Impossible. I can't remember what I'm supposed to look for. It might be the cheeks. Not those cheeks. Oh! Oh, it's okay. Welcome back. I appreciate anyone who wants to come and chat to me. Right. No shinies. Right, we'll check the Flabébé and then maybe the Kakuna. Will it let me jump outside? No, it won't. And I'll check the Abra from up here. That's safer than right, I know the Flabébé is not, but I'm still going to climb up it. No, the Abra's definitely not either. Right, back to the running across. Are you still there, Nora, or have I missed you again? Sorry, I assume your name's Nora because that's what your name tag is. I shout out to all the shiny hunters out there. Yeah, but if I can get that, that'll be a candy. Yeah. If I can get the Abra, then I can move on and focus on the Pokemon down here, which will probably be just me running through there and back. I guess now I got another task. I wonder if they will work. I worked over a little bit a couple of weeks ago because there was just me on instead of my other two colleagues who I work with. They were on annual leave or rest there. So I did like a set, God, was it 6 AM till 5 PM? Just did some extra hours, so I took some back there so I could stream a little bit longer. But yeah, it'd just be funny if I was mentioning that there's people, like I watch it while I work, and then it'd be interesting if people watched, even if they watch me, just at any point at all, that would be cool. But like if they watched while they were at work, so that's why I try and waffle as much as I can. I can't remember what it was called, but there was when the first Switch first came out, and then they brought it out on mobile after. There was the Pokemon. It was like Kanto only, but it was like a Minecraft block-based version of it, and you had to cook different berries that you caught. I think they were berries anyway, or blocks that you bought, and evolve your Pokemon and go through the map. And I always wanted them to make like the next version of that, and they never did. But I did really like that game. I did get into Unite when it first came out as well, and I really liked playing it. I don't know why I stopped, because I used to like playing League of Legends. So yeah, the games that I play now I mentioned earlier, but I do like playing League of Legends. It just takes up so much space and so long to download. I did have it, and then I had to redo my set my computer back to default and start again. So I might play some Unite as well, if anyone would be interested in that. Oh, I've made 2 followers today. It hasn't popped up or anything. I don't know if I have to set that. I had 20. Saying that, I had 22 at the end of last stream, and then it dropped to 21, and now we're up to 23. So, thank you anyone that has followed. I really appreciate that. I don't know if I have to set it up so it pops up on my screen, or if it did pop up on my screen and I haven't got the noise on for it. I really should watch some things on becoming a Twitch streamer, because I am just playing with the bare minimum. Let's just stick OBS on and stream. I guess some people learn as they go though, but I'll take away some homework and see if I can get those things to pop up. Yeah, my wrestling YouTube channel, I have about I think it's 600 to 700 people, but that's over like 5 years of focused on this specific one wrestling management game called TEW. The last 2 versions of it. Right, we've got another 5. Yeah, about 5 minutes, and then we'll go and check again. But yeah, like I said, the Pokemon just started, We've got 13 followers, subscribers on YouTube. I don't know how, because the video apparently only has... It apparently only has 4 views, but I've got 13 people that are following me. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Right, should we go and check? Oh, yeah, we might as well, because I fell off. We're a bit early, but let's do it. Nope, no shiny so far. That's the same Pichu as usual. I'm sure it is. Yeah. Let's go and have a look up here. Oh, Hornjack. Oh, there we go. Hornjack. Nora, Iris, and official Jeff Hardy. Thank you for the follows. I didn't even realise that popped up there. I really appreciate it. Let's check the Flabébé. Oh! I don't think I'll be able to get that Bellsprout, but I'm going to run up there and check. I might be able to roll over. Yeah, there's no shiny. And definitely not. Let's get down there. We don't want that Abra to disappear. Back up to the top we go. Right, what time are we on? I've got about 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes left. Then I've got to finish this there. Can we get a shiny within that time? Oh, I did say I was going to go back up there. Let me just get that. Let me quickly go back up and see if I can get to that Bellsprout. Because if I can, then that changes everything for everyone. Especially if they're doing the Professor Oak one. So we've got to get up here. Was it up here? I've forgotten where it was now. Was it there? No. He was there, wasn't he? No, I'm not going to be able to get there. I can't even... Nah, I can't do it. Oh well. I had a panic in me. I was like, oh god, I hope this doesn't despawn the Abra. But I wasn't even at the bit where the Abra was, so... Panic over with. Can I get my activity feed on here? I can! There we go. We can get everything through. I am 75% on the way to my... I don't know what it's doing. Right, we'll leave that. We'll do that another day. Anyway, I've got my activity feed up now, and I've got my stats. So I don't really need the. I don't really need my phone on now. So that might not have viewer up. I might have been my only viewer. No, I can have the time on. Just let me drag that up there. There we go, I've got everything on one screen now. Sorry about that. That didn't affect your screen at all, or your viewing. I don't think. But yeah. This is only my second Pokemon stream. Probably is my 6th ever stream. So to have 23 followers, I know a lot of people are going to laugh at that because they're like, they've got like hundreds of thousands. But I'm really pleased with that. For 23 people to be like, yeah, I've listened to this guy, I've watched what he's doing. There might be a day where I've got more time and I can go back and watch his VOD or something like that. I'm really happy. Candy, oh, it's a mushroom. That is usually a candy. Pidgey spawned this side again. But yeah, really happy. So thank you to anyone who's followed me. Yeah, this is the Emmett. Hi Natalie. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Have you not picked it up? Are you waiting until? Yeah, you're at rank B. Ah, cool. I've completed the game on my other save. This is a challenge that I'm doing. I'm trying to get every shiny Pokemon. But I'm not allowed to move on until I've got them. I'm not allowed to move on to fight Zack, for instance, in this one. Until I've got them all. Yeah, I'm getting every shiny, so full art shinies. So the 1 in 4096 or whatever it is, I can't remember. But yeah, I've got a Flabébé and a Bunnelby. And so if I keep doing this run, it should reset the Abra that's up there, which I can't move on to. Yeah, this is a massive grind. I've been doing, hold on, it's not there. Nearly 12 hours of playtime just on this, going backwards and forwards, and I've only got the 2 shinies. But I'm committed. Yeah, if you drop me a follow though, and you can check back whenever you can, just to see my progress. I'm gonna continue to do this till it's complete. I may only stop to play the DLC when that comes out. But yeah, what are you thinking of the game anyway, mate? I really liked it. I thought I was crazy for shining hunting. Froggy, yeah. No, there's no crazy. Well, you're definitely not, because I'm crazier to trying to do a living dex. To be honest, I didn't shiny hunt that much in the past, but for this game, I don't know, it's just come to me that I really wanted to do it. I completed the living dex on my first playthrough because it was really easy to do. But obviously we've got to add the DLC that's coming. You gotta win me over for the follow. Okay, no problem. I'll do my best. What, like, if I catch a shiny Pokemon in the next 45 minutes, well, is that enough to win you over? Yeah, but just remember, the follow doesn't cost you anything. It just reminds you if I'm online. And that will just remind you, oh, do you remember that weird Geordie guy who had that crazy vision of doing the shiny living dex? I wonder if he ever did it. I do put everything up on YouTube as well. I do need to link that though, because it's yeah, that would be. So I've got to get a shiny, and that'd be worth a follow. Yeah, what did you think of the game? Because I don't know if I've already said, because I think I've spoke to a few people already. But I wasn't. I loved Arceus. Like, it was so different to anything I'd played. But then being trapped within one city, it really concerned me, and I was like, oh, am I going to like it? And then I really like having loads of like Pokemon options. So like when there's 400 within the game. Yeah, the story's really good. Yeah, but if you just stand and look at that, then yeah, it does look a bit basic, doesn't it? But when you're playing the game, like if I'm just running backwards and forwards here, I'm not really focused on the buildings. I'll kind of try and have a glance down there to see if there's a shine. And actually, the graphics are a massive improvement on the last game. So you've ranked B, so you haven't actually completed it yet. Then have you seen people complete it? Yeah, you haven't. Have you watched people online or something? Yeah, you've gotten it spoiled. Okay, well, you've got no worries of me spoiling it or anything, because I'm still in the tutorial. 11 hours in the tutorial. Oh, it's a shame that yeah, it gets spoiled, but then yeah, it doesn't bother. I always look out for things like that. Like, I'll watch stuff. It doesn't matter if it spoils it for me. Not that you're bothered. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a few weeks yet. The people that live in this building that I'm running on, and this one, are probably so annoyed with me. That Pidgey hates me. I think I've knocked it out about 100 times now, maybe more. I'm gonna have the fastest Flabébé in the world. The logo on my Twitch, is it like the one that looks like a wild boar? If so, that's somebody created me some graphics. Yeah, that's my I've got a YouTube channel before I did Twitch, and it was mainly focused because I'm a big wrestling fan as well as Pokemon, and I have a YouTube channel which was mainly focused on a wrestling management simulator called Total Extreme Wrestling, and somebody offered to make some graphics for me, and I just said, yeah, go nuts, just whatever you want to do, and they created they came up with a wild boar. I do have some overlays, but I just don't use them. I don't know, when I watch people with overlays, I'm always like, I'd just rather see the full screen, so yeah. I didn't really want to put my camera on, but somebody last week was like, oh, put your camera on. I was like, yeah, if you come back Wednesday, I'll put it on. They haven't been back yet. But I put my camera on, so we'll see. See if that helps. Right, what time are we on? We've got 5 more minutes, and then I'll do another check. What's a VTuber? Oh, I've just fell off. Yeah, I don't know what a VTuber is. No, I'm not sure what a VTuber is. I am old. Like a character. I think I've seen someone wear them. But no, I haven't. I think I'm too old to pull that off. Do you create them or something? It would look peak. Okay. I saw one, and this might not be it, but I saw someone who has a talking dinosaur, but it took up quite a lot of the screen, so I was a bit like, I wish they didn't have it on there. But then I'm old, so if you had the talent, you would be here. Fair play. But I do get a lot of people in chat who, the ones that talk to me, they end up talking to me for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then they'll say, "Oh, I've got this artwork, can you come and check it out?" And it's like, I'd love to do your overlays for your channel, so I'm always like, oh, is it just someone who's trying to sell me something? That's why I was like, oh, do you do them? Right, how long are we on? We're at 2 minutes. Fingers crossed. No, they actually did the logo for free for me. They said they were looking to build a portfolio and they'd offer to do it for free. And they did the overlays as well. But yeah, I used them for a bit, and then I just thought, especially with the text-based simulator, and the text was really small, so that give you less. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I was so happy. I think I follow them on Twitter, but I don't. Well, X as it's called now. So I should really go and check to see how they're doing, because they were just starting off. And if someone offers you something for free, you're kind of like, yeah, go for it. But I use it for my YouTube, and I use it for Twitch. And like I said, I haven't. I streamed quite a bit earlier this year playing. It was like Football Manager and TEW. But I didn't really commit to anything. But now I'm trying to commit to a couple of hours each week. Definitely on a Wednesday, around the same time, and then it'll be a Monday or a Friday, where I can do earliest shifts every day. So. Are you at work or school? Or are you just chilling? Oh, you've gone. Never mind. I didn't do enough to get that follow. I was expecting to go down and get a shiny then and be like, look, I got a shiny. If you couldn't just and also have the budget for it, you should probably do at least a 2D YouTuber for your channel. I'll have a look into it. Hey, it's Ren. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm just shiny hunting from the start of the game. I'm doing the massive grind that it is. And I'm going to go run around and check to see if I've got any more shinies. I've only got the 2 so far. I'll have to have a look off stream. I'll have to look into this VTuber thing. If I get one, will it get me a follow? Natalie. Yeah, loving the game. I didn't expect to like it this much. I did like Legends Arceus. It probably would. Okay, I'll look into it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I did like Legends Arceus. I was a bit concerned that we'd be stuck in this city, and then some of the images like of the flat buildings. But if it makes the game run better, and like when I'm playing, I don't really notice it. It's not something I look at. And most of the games I played, they're not like graphics focused anyway. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. Are you enjoying it? Oh, cool! So you're just a viewer. You're not. Yeah, that's cool. Are you at work or are you at school? Are you just chilling? Sweet, I've got 2 chatters, but it's okay. It's my stats are behind. It said I had no viewers. I was like, that's mental. I've got 2 people chatting. Right, what time are we on? Well, I've gone 3 minutes over. I should be looking. Let's go and do a check. Oh, just chilling. Fair play. Like I say, I mostly watch Twitch either before I go to bed or when I'm at work. If I'm just scheduling stuff at work, I just have it on in the background. Yeah, no shinies here. Is that there? Let's run up here, check the Pichu. Yeah, that's not a shiny. So, is this your favourite, or are you playing this for the first time? No, I have completed the game. I've done a full living dex for my first play. I don't normally shiny hunt, so I just thought as a challenge to break up the time, because I assumed the new DLC was coming out in February, just based off what other YouTubers and Twitch people had said. Can I even chuck a Pokeball at that? Nope. There's definitely no way of catching that. Yeah, so this is just a new save where I have to try and get as many shinies. Well, I have to get all the shinies that are available before I move to the next rank, which is obviously fighting Zack for the first time. Yeah, no shinies this time, so I'm going to return back and run back and forth on my favourite spot and try and get that Abra. Because once I get the Abra, then this bit will be easier. Have you completed the game? I know Nat says she's rank B. Have you played the online mode, Nat, to get the... You can get the Greninja Megastone, and now the Delphox one. Have I even unlocked it? Oh, I can. Yeah, this one where you go to rank battles. There's no point me doing that because you don't get the. I don't think they're probably shiny lots. Oh god, probably just upset the Abra. I haven't been streaming that long. I have streamed. I usually play Pokemon or like wrestling based games, so wrestling management simulators like TEW. But yeah, my favourite Pokemon game was probably Legends Arceus. But yeah, as I've taken up this challenge, this is probably what I'm going to be streaming until the DLC comes out, and then after the DLC comes out. Do you stream at all? Oh, cool. Well, I hope you're having fun with me. Yeah, and I hope I can catch some shiny Pokemon. But yeah, that's nice to know. Yeah, I do view other streamers. Usually they just play Pokemon. But I used to watch a guy who played. It was a card-based. It was a card-based game, a wrestling one, WWE Supercard, and he used to be on Twitch all the time. So I used to watch him, but now it's like John Stone, and then there's another UK YouTuber. There's two actually that I watch on Twitch. But yeah, it's nice to have people to chat to. But yeah, I do release them on YouTube, so I do kind of waffle on even if there's nobody there. And then yeah, I've only just started a new YouTube channel because my other one's just wrestling based, so this one's Pokemon based. But I don't think I've got much content from today because I haven't got a shiny Pokemon. So I'll just put the full VOD on there and then see how it goes. No, not daily. Wednesday, I'll probably do a few hours, and then it'll alternate between a Monday or a Friday depending on work. But yeah, I don't get much chance at weekends because I've got two kids and a wife, and I do like to spend a lot of time with them. So it's just in between when I finish work and the kids have got like after school club priorities. So it's like 2 to 3 hours on a Monday and on a Wednesday at the minute. I'd love to do more, but like work comes first, family comes first. But like I say, the VODs will be on for 7 days and then I put them on YouTube. Wish I could like to do this full time, just play games all day would be amazing, but it's never going to happen. Right, how long till the next time we check? I've got 5 more minutes. A quick look. No. Yeah, not much luck today. My other stream from the other day, we got one just before I went live, which was annoying. I should have went live and then recorded catching it, but I didn't. Schoolboy error. And then towards the end of the last stream, when I was just saying goodbye, just kind of getting my plugs in, trying to get a few follows, Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate a follow. That's amazing. Yeah, come back and, like, if you haven't got time today, come back and check me out and see how I'm getting on with this crazy challenge. But I do appreciate that. Oh, I'm so happy that I've lost trail of thought. I forgot what I was saying. Right, we've got 3 minutes. Where are you from anyway? Are you from the UK? Are you from America? Would it be too early for it? No, they should be on. They'd be awake now. I've probably totally guessed wrong. My thumb's actually starting to hurt from just holding forward and running about. Come on, shiny, look. Just one shiny per stream would be, that's all I'm asking for. So it's not too much to ask, is it? What I do for a living, I was like a people manager for like 12 years, but in June I decided to take a step back, and mainly because of the hours. I was doing shifts, so anywhere from 6:30 in the morning up till 12:30 at night. Obviously 7.5 hours to 8.5 hours shift lengths in between those times. But yeah, I took a £9,000 pay cut to do Monday to Friday. I do different shift times, but nowhere like the latest I'll finish is like 5 o'clock. And then I don't work weekends anymore, and I do workforce management planning. So doing rotas, holidays, forecasting for a call center. So. Yeah, I enjoy it though. So, and it's like my partner's a teacher, GCSE and A level, so we're quite comfortable. And now I won't get as much time to stream, because when I used to do late, I used to be able to stream in the day. But now I get like I said, a few hours on a Monday, a few hours on a Wednesday, where I can. Which I'll be playing the game anyway, so I might as well. And I do like to chat to people. That was one of the main things I liked about people management, was just interacting with people, coaching and developing people. So, and the part of the half of the job was was a chat team. So they used to have to chat to people and promote things for a living. Doesn't that sound familiar? I never did it myself, but I did used to manage and coach people on it, so I should be able to do this. We'll see. But yeah, that's for gambling companies, so yeah. That's the one good thing about working there, I would never gamble. Originally I'm from a little town called Ferryhill in the northeast of England, but I live in the Midlands now, in Staffordshire. I moved down in 2011, and I met my partner online in 2001, and then we had a long distance relationship, and then yeah, I moved down here, and we've got 2 kids. So I am old. I am 40. No, I'm 41. I was going to say 42, but I am still 41. My partner's 42. So yeah. Well, my wife, we got married. We got married a couple of weeks ago. Finally. Ah, that Pidgey must hate me. Right, is it time to check? It is. It's 2 minutes over. Time flies when you're having fun. Right. Fingers crossed for a shiny. Otherwise, I'm going to be here for weeks and weeks. Yeah, I won't be playing this offline. My son and my daughter play this now. My daughter's 9. No, she's 9 soon. Was that a shiny noise? Or was that just because I picked that up? I don't know if that was the noise. Oh, thanks for the follow. I can't say that name. What is it? Joltik Best Fangirl. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Hopefully I can complete this challenge before the DLC, but I very much doubt it. The purpose of streaming, I think I said it, it's just something like, I'm going to be playing the game anyway. And like I do get a lot of social interaction at work, but now I'm not people managing. I don't get the same, like my work can be quite, like there's a small team I work on, but I can do everything on my own, so it's just nice to have social interactions. And hopefully I'll get better at talking to people. There's a shiny somewhere. Where is it? Did you hear the noise, or was it that? It was that, wasn't it? Oh man. So yeah, it's just part in hopes of entertaining people, getting to know people better, and just enjoying playing the game. That is the simple purpose of streaming. It would be cool as well to have it go on YouTube and like, because my kids watch my videos now. Like they found my old ones and not interesting, but they do like Pokemon. So if they found one of my videos and were like, "Oh, Daddy, we found you on YouTube," and then they watch the video, that'd be cool. Oh, it's brew time. That's to all the streamers out there. Good luck with shiny hunting. Right, where are we at? What time are we on? Right, I've got 15 more minutes and then I have got to go. But I do appreciate all the followers we've got today. We've had 5 new followers, which is great. And I am 75% to where the target that I set, which I think I set months ago. But that's cool. I wanted to know, do you have custom OC with you? I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, original character. Original character. No, is that what the last person was asking about? A VTuber or something? No, I don't stream on both. I have streamed on YouTube before, but I normally just save the VODs and then cut bits out, and then stick it on YouTube. I have looked into streaming both at the same time. Yeah, I was going to say the last person was telling me about VTubers, but they were saying a lot of the Twitch players, but the Twitch people I watch haven't got them. I've seen someone with like a talking dragon before. That instead of their camera, they've got this talking dragon on board. I don't know. I don't think I'd need it. I just want to play the game with you. Do you prefer to watch people on Twitch or on YouTube, or are you not bothered? Right, next time I need to go to the Pokemon Center before. Oh, I fell off. Did I not even kill the Pidgey? Sorry, knock the Pidgey out. Didn't I kill the Pidgey? So say I picked Charizard. That was the character that I love. What would that look like? What would it do? I must have knocked it out. It's not there. Yeah, mostly stream on Twitch. Although I have only just started. Oh, is that you help the? Is that like something you do in your spare time, or is that like your full-time job? Do you like create graphics and stuff for Twitch people? Sorry, Twitch streamers, Twitch people. Right, it's time to go and check for the final time. So thank you everyone who has joined in today. I appreciate all the chats we've had. Thank you to all the followers that I've received. If you are watching on YouTube, please give me a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Just to keep tabs on this challenge, see if I can do it. Let's go and check up here. Let's hope I can get a shiny. It'd be mental if I got shiny again on the last bit of the video like last time. And hopefully I can get my sound working first time next time. Right, the last check. Kakuna or the Flabebe. The Flabebe is not shiny. And the Kakuna's not. Right, so we've got the full second stream without finding a shiny. Hopefully we have more luck next time. I'm going to save. We are 12.5 hours in. We've added 7 to the Pokedex, but 2 of them are only shiny, and the rest of them have been deleted from the box. So yeah, once again, thank you, and I'll catch you down the road. Bye.